Yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wayback Wednesday, where we're going to bring you nothing but the greatest hits, thanks to Willy. What's up, everybody?
Hits, but
what is the greatest hits?
I like this game. I mean, I don't know if it's the greatest hit, but I like it.
I think it's a pretty cool game.
I have a very interesting story about it. We'll get into that. But what game are we playing?
We playing Tokyo Xtreme Racer 2.
Yes, we are. Tokyo Xtreme Racer 2 on the Dreamcast. My third favorite console of all time.
From what I know,
we'll get into that one.
Yeah.
We'll get into that one because I love my favorite. I think my favorite game console of all time is the SNES, followed by the TurboGrafx 16 because I'm a nerd like that.
Of course.
And I think Dreamcast is third. But anyway, for those who don't know, Tokyo Xtreme Racer is a Japan street racer game.
Yes.
Where the only goal is you beat everybody on the street. I mean, you're not supposed to die.
I'm saying.
But as you can see, it's like it has the concept of a Need for Speed Underground. But it's very focused on the whole toge scene. For those who don't know, toge is basically, well, it's not really toge because you're not drifting, but the concept of a cat and mouse racing on the streets.
I like that.
You take off. If you get in the lead, the goal is for you to lose your chaser. So the person in front's the mouse, the person in back's the cat. If the cat catches the mouse, I mean, something like that. I don't know. Whatever. I like the game, all right?
All I know is we're going to be watching your race, and it's going to be a great time.
And because this is...
I was paying attention to the chat, and guess who's here? John!
I'm going to crash all the times.
Just for you, John. We're going to crash.
But because this is primarily a Japanese-themed game, I'm going to do this the proper way, and I'm going to use an 8.6. Initial defense right now are screaming. And I am going to modify this. Wait, come on. Timmy. I'm going to backspace the hell out of this. And I'm going to call it bonus points to those who get the reference.
For which one?
What I'm writing.
Oh, I have no idea. Let me see what John got here. He probably knows. As long as he gets past the mark, it's fine.
Listen, there is nobody here named Mario. I guarantee.
Well,
what shall I? Yeah, because it's a California license plate. Of course it is. I'm going to just put, I'm going to put a random thing here. Again, those of you who get the reference, I love you.
Welcome to Walmart. Love you.
All right. Yes, I'm going to buy this car. And we're going to start.
All right.
On the C1.
Hey, it's Cousin Jose.
I don't know. Oh, Jose! Sparkle!
Sunshine.
He's supposed to say that.
I don't care. I'd say it.
So anyway, Tokyo Xtreme Racer, known in Japan as Tokyo Highway Battle. It is just a street racing game. Literally, that's all there is to it. Now, for those of you who have, you see, he knows.
He knows.
For those of you who have memories, good memories, about playing on the Dreamcast and the Nintendo 64,
yeah,
I want y'all to do me a favor, dust off your N64
Hmm.
and try to play it now.
You think they're gonna fail miserably or what?
The reality is going to hit them so hard in the face that they might actually get a welt. Because
Yeah,
if you remember what a Dreamcast controller looks like, or what an
I remember.
N64 controller looks like,
I'll never forget that
you'll
thing.
realize there's a problem.
Oh yeah,
There's a huge problem, and
yeah.
that's that. There's only one analog stick. I cannot tell you the number of times I've played Dreamcast games, and my right thumb instinctively looks for the right analog stick.
So John is saying right now, I'm here to laugh and enjoy seeing Willy excitement and gaming skills.
My gaming skills are beyond reproach. They're also beyond regular, but whatever. Okay, you know what? I get E for effort and T for nice try. That seems to be a person that I can race. So I get behind
And
people and I flash my lights at them. Oops, wrong
oh,
button.
that's
I
reverse.
flash my lights at them, and
Yeah.
basically I'm saying, "Oh, we're going the wrong way." Okay. Oh, there you are. And now I race. The idea is to get as much of a lead as possible.
So
Okay,
cousin
this
Humphrey
is
is pretty much telling you, pretty much saying here that yes, guys, Uncle Willy is that old. He's older than he
I'm,
looks. He's over
I am
9,000.
I am so old. My driver's license number is 2.
Wait a minute, who got number 9?
Adam,
Ah, wait. So Evil's never allowed to drive?
you know women didn't drive back then.
What? Before?
I'm going to lose because I smash into the wall.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I'm going to keep at it because you know why? I have tenacity.
Go for it, Willy.
I'm also
No
racing a
mega
car that's
point.
way faster. I'm also racing a car that's way faster than me. Wait, I caught up. I caught
Hey,
up.
by any chance, are you? Is your car
I mean,
like
what?
getting shot up or something?
I mean, this is Tokyo Xtreme Racer, not Tokyo Extreme Yakuza. Hello. So hey, look how much faster he is. No matter how far ahead I am, I'm still behind.
Give me a second.
Damn it!
Because apparently somebody is calling me.
Excuse me.
Hold up. Yes. You know you're live.
I know I'm live.
Okay.
Oh, Jose.
It's a wild cousin Jose.
It's a wild cousin Jose calling at this time at night.
Quick!
While we're live.
Quick! Throw a red and white ball at him.
Tad.
I'll just say that you read the other comment from John wrong. It wasn't excitement. It was excellent.
You know what?
Jose,
Bye.
cousin Jose, please don't make light of the fact that he's illiterate.
Yes, I read words at times.
Okay,
Dickhead.
his favorite words are food and baps. That's it.
Yes. So somebody doesn't get that point straight. I'm so sorry.
Okay, let me upgrade this car
Willy-
because I'm not going to beat anybody.
No. Sorry
With the parts that I have.
Well, we're going to be talking about what's going on today in the gaming news, which we already know for the fact today is Wednesday, and tonight midnight, everybody's going to be able to try to pre-order the Switch too. And I do mean try because, of course, I like to read the fine print. And for Best Buy, they're pretty much saying that there's a limited amount for pre-orders. But I thought there was a whole bunch of it, to buy around and not worry. So this whole limited pre-order thing, it gets me a little worried. But I'm gonna get mine because I am the Punisher, and that's how I roll. And yes, Jose, we love you too. The work.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Oh, okay, sorry. Actually, no, that'll be lying. So we don't love you, Jose. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah. So yes, back to the whole thing. So today's Wednesday. The Switch 2 is about to drop. And what are your thoughts about this, Willie? What are your concerns? And what do you think is the outcome of all this?
listen, I don't care about pre-orders for the Switch 2.
I know you don't.
My stance,
Honestly, you hate pre-orders from what I know.
my stance on pre-orders is in the public record, but for those who have not heard it, I am not a fan of pre-orders. In this case, I will go and say, all right, I understand that pre-orders are a little more important at this time
Okay.
because of the whole situation with the tariffs
Yeah.
and making sure that you guarantee yourself a console at launch.
Yes.
But that only matters if getting things at launch is important to you. The Nintendo, like the Switch 2, is gonna sell out. I've said this before. I don't care how many consoles Nintendo makes; they're not gonna be able to make enough. There is enough good about the Switch 2 that I will say confidently, yes, it will sell out. But my self-preservation tactics will not allow me to pre-order a console.
No, I know.
I have never in my entire life pre-ordered a console. As a matter of fact, the last console I tried to pre-order was the Dreamcast.
All right. And
I had to slide. I'm like, you know what? No, I have more important things.
So I got two things to ask you. I have two things to add here. One, John is saying, I've been playing nothing but Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered since it came out. And the second thing is Cousin Jose. He says, you have done 3 pre-orders in your lifetime, in your entire life. Right, Uncle Willie?
3. One was a Dreamcast that I let slide.
Yeah.
The second was Ni no Kuni on the PS3. Which once I saw that they were making a Studio Ghibli RPG, I'm like, sign me up. And that's where I got my steel book for the game. And the third time, I'm gonna erase him, was actually a Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls expansion on the PS3.
Yeah.
That I not only pre-ordered for myself, but for Cousin Jose as well. Because we were both deep into the game at the time. I was very thankful that Blizzard was going to release the game for the PS3 because the PS4 was already out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, I need this. And my buddy, Cousin Jose, has to join me because we're going to play this together. And we did. And we had a glorious time. You get back here. No, I'm faster. You get back
here. So
John
is pretty much telling us here that he loves playing racing games, but this one specifically, loved playing on the PC back in the day.
Yep. I have a very interesting story about this game.
Go ahead.
If I may.
Go ahead.
My daughter, I got into this game right around the time that my daughter was going to be born. And she was born. My son and my daughter could not be more different if they had different parents. My son was born a week late. My daughter was a C-section, born 3 weeks early. My son, when he was born, he didn't want to cry. They had to practically put him on a table and hit him on the head with a tire iron to get him to cry. My daughter was crying inside the womb.
Jesus
Literally,
Christ,
she was crying inside the womb. My son was born 8 pounds 9 ounces. My daughter was born 10 pounds 1 ounce. Go and tell your wife about that and see what she says.
I'll tell her a few.
But the point being, I was playing this game almost religiously around the time that my daughter was to be born. And my then wife had a C-section.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, because she spent a couple of days in the hospital because of the C-section, and because my daughter was so chonky, she needed to eat every hour and a half.
Wow.
So I told her, listen, when we get to the house, you rest, because, they cut you open. I saw parts of you that I was never supposed to see.
I tell the same thing to my wife.
Like seriously, at one point I looked over and it looked like they had lifted the Triforce of meat out of her. It was very traumatic.
No, I can imagine.
I'm like, they opened you up, so rest. If she wakes up, I'll feed her. Okay. So I spent 3 days. I think I got 4 hours of sleep each day. Because
Sounds right.
every hour and a half, like, you could set atomic clocks to her crying. All right, she's awake. Very well. So what I did was I would play rounds of Tokyo Xtreme Racer 2 while waiting for her to wake up. I got to the point where I had beaten the majority of drivers. This guy's faster. Oh, no, he's not. I had beaten the majority of drivers in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like hunting for the last 2 or 3 that I couldn't find. And then one day my wife said, okay, I feel better now. And I'm like, thank you. You're a freaking angel. I never found that. There's like 2 drivers I never found. The whole point of the whole purpose of this game is you want to beat everybody that you can challenge.
Gotcha. So far, I'm telling you, you're beating the wall just right.
I mean, the wall deserved it. Let's be serious. We all saw what the wall did. But there's like certain drivers that only come out under certain conditions.
Yeah.
And this is 2001. The internet existed, but it wasn't the resource it is today. So I had trouble finding where those last people were. You get back here!
Oh my God.
That's all right. I'm good. I have the advantage.
Which one?
I have the higher ground.
Oh, okay. Okay, Anakin.
No. Obi-Wan. I got this.
You think you do?
Yo,
but I don't
he
think
thinks he does. I got this.
Bro,
all right?
cheat. Hit him crash him against one of these cars.
All right? You doubted me.
I
want that in public record. Punisher doubted me.
It's not going to be only me. Look, everyone will doubt you for the fact that you freaking died in Mario.
Okay. All right. No, listen. Everyone wants to sit there and doubt me, and they're going to bring up things like facts and shit. All right? I don't need this kind of negativity. All right?
Well, I'll give some negativity right now because Cousin Jose is like, yes, like the cow level. Oh, man, good memories.
Okay,
I'm never going to forget the cow level. And also he says, no, never doubt the Willy.
Okay.
Which I don't want to tell you.
I want to put something out there. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Cousin Jose, you, and I, and a couple other people that have never been on this. We've been good friends for a very long time. All right.
Of course.
I consider y'all my brothers. Okay. Of course. That being said, that fat piece of shit there. All right. I introduced him to the cow level. I'm helping him out. All right. I'm trying to show him things about Diablo 3 that he hadn't seen before. All right. I'm thinking, all right, we're going to do this. He goes and fucking pulls every goddamn boss in the cow level, thinking, it's okay. Willy could do that. He's a monk.
My God. I would never forget that. I think we still have, I got to find that video, see if I still have it online.
It's still there. I've seen it. I had to fight the literal depths of hell times 7 because this bastard decided, you know what? It's a party, man. Who's got the chips? And,
the funny
no, the funny thing about it is, I'm sitting there, like wrecking hell, like I'm wrecking everything, and all of a sudden you're there. Oh wait, Jose's looting stuff.
yeah, he's like, shut up, Gabby. I'm like, what are you
That
doing? I'm watching you play.
absolute fucking loot whore decided to pull everything and their mother. I'm losing this race. Everything and their mother. Okay, good. Thank you. Everything and their mother, just so I could be distracted, so he could run around and get a couple of gold pieces. You piece of shit. You got everything you deserved.
He says you're a liar, and then he pulled every other boss.
Yes, every other boss, every other time. The first time
cows coming everywhere.
He pulled this boss. Next time, I'm gonna pull this boss instead. All of a sudden, I'm in the middle of a freaking mosh pit
of cows.
Cows with freaking battle axes.
Dude, I still can't believe it. I still can't believe he did that to you.
But I didn't die. I persevered. And I had enough hamburger meat left over to make a hell of a cookout.
Oh, no, I know you did. Oh, wait. Let's see what John's saying here. I remember when the Dreamcast came out, I was in the 9th grade.
Thank you for making me feel old. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was going to say, wait a minute. I remember when that came out, I was in the airport working. And also, Jose says moo. Just want to let you know.
I got your moo, you cow.
I got your moo right here.
I got your friggin' moo right here. I remember $99.99. Because I did pre-order it. I just let it slide. I'm like, you know what? No, I got bills I got to pay. Frick it. I'll let my deposit slide. Whatever. I bought it in time for my son to play it on Christmas Day. So I bought it a couple of days before. It was under the tree. He played the game. No, he unboxed it. I had to connect it because I'm the IT guy. Whatever.
Of course.
Funny thing is, he's an IT manager now. Anyway, I hook it up, and I remember having my brain exploded in my head when we played Sonic Adventure. Because that game looked amazing.
It did. I remember when it first came out, I thought it was awesome. I wanted to buy it, but of course, money.
That first level where Sonic is skating on the water and the whale is behind them destroying the dock. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I kept playing the game. Sorry, Sonic Adventure is not a good game.
I can imagine.
But to the day I die, I will stand the one Dreamcast game that I think is beyond reproach. Anyone who has anything bad to say about that game needs to die. And that game is Soul Calibur. Stand by.
Oh, yeah. So John is pretty much saying right now they need to remake this game, and he's also adding to that that the highway reminds him of the 595, but without traffic.
Okay, so a fiction world, because the 595 always has traffic.
Yeah, and Jose's talking to John right now, so just putting that.
No, but you know what? They actually redid this game.
Yeah, it wasn't in Need for Speed.
No. This game was actually remade. I'm trying to remember what was the name now, but it was on the Xbox 360. I can't remember the name. Oh, Import Tuner.
I don't remember that game.
Import Tuner for the Xbox 360 and PS3 is the spiritual successor to this game.
But why does this game remind me of a Need for Speed game? Or I'm confused with one of the racing games.
You're thinking about
a game that looked just like this.
You're thinking about Need for Speed Carbon.
What's it Carbon?
Need for Speed Carbon, yes. Where you're just driving around looking for people to race.
Yeah, but for some weird reason, like everything I see in this game reminds me of it. That's why I was like, man, this looks too familiar for me. I don't remember playing this game.
This the concept's been around for a bit, but yes, this game was redone as Import Racer, And then they went completely cheesecake on it and made Import Racer 2, and
Yeah.
it was garbage. But anyway, we were talking about the Nintendo Switch. Well, the Switch 2. I want you to
Yeah.
finish your thoughts on it because I'm about to go full Uncle Willy on it.
All right, no problem. So my thoughts. I'm gonna buy it because reasons. I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm a little upset about everything that's been going on, and they still kept the price the same way. So it's kind of like, dude, why didn't Why didn't let the pre-orders go up then? If you guys were going to be doing this, like to us, like it feels stupid because it was already mentioned that the prices were going to be that before anything happened. So
Okay.
it feels kind of like, oh my god, like
This
it almost
guy's
feels like a prick move.
This guy's
Almost
gonna
feels like a
smoke
prick
me.
move.
This guy's gonna smoke me. He's driving a freaking.
Oh, he's just gonna really
he's
blow
a
your
freaking
brains out.
Integra.
Look, bro, he's teasing you. Look what he's doing.
He's racing and he's driving an Integra.
Yeah,
But anyway, part of the reason was they wanted to see where they stood on the tariffs.
yeah,
When the tariffs got rescinded for 90 days, they're like, all right, let's wait a little bit. All right, we got this. They kept the base hardware. The same price,
yeah.
but they raised the price of all the accessories by $5.
Yeah, which I was like in my head, I was like, God, it's so stupid, honestly. But whatever, bastards could be bastards. I'm not going to argue because I know there's going to be a lot of people that want to buy things. Before we go crazy here, I found out that the cams, yes, I was right about one of them being 480p, and it's not the Piranha plant.
It's not the basic one. I won.
Correct.
I'm happy.
All right, you won. But still, the fact that we're gonna have a lot of these, a lot of the gamers. I'm not gonna say these people, whatever, because they're gamers. No matter how you look at it, even the parents are gonna want to play this game. And the fact is that they're gonna be purchasing this game, this system, no matter how you look at it. And then they're gonna have to buy all these accessories, but they're gonna have to probably make life decisions on what accessories to buy. Like for me, for instance, I'm just gonna get the system. That's all I want. It's not like I need 4 controllers, a camera, a this, a that. I don't need all that hoopla. I can wait till whenever it comes out, literally. But I just want the system. That's all I want. That's all I need.
I get you.
But I'm not gonna go crazy like anybody else that they're gonna spend almost a grand and change on the system plus accessories. But again, I don't see the reason to buy all that. But I do want to hear your thoughts about it, though. Like, I need to know what are your thoughts about the whole Switch 2 coming out now, the whole pre-orders, and everything in between.
I want you to see this real quick, okay?
Go ahead.
I'm upgrading my what? Like, okay.
John saying pretty much that. So next week you want to do San Francisco Rush or Rush 2?
Oh, I will do Rush. I will do Rush immediately. John, you see, you have your finger on the pulse of retro gaming. I will do Rush.
We'll do Rush for next week. But
look at this. My transmission, that's my normal one, right?
Yeah.
To switch to a Type 1, I gotta pay 355,560 credits.
Only.
I have 3329. But that's not the best part. The best part is if I go to Type 2, I only pay 6,000.
I always thought that was so like such a tease when they do these type of upgrades.
I mean, you got to upgrade the car because you want to improve it. So
yeah.
So I got to improve it. Front tires. Wow. All right. I'll set up those, and then I'll come here. Like this is very basic. They're not sitting there and having you make severe life choices here.
Yeah, these are like little bits and pieces before you make this car to a beast.
Correct. And you know what? I'm good with that. Aero shop.
Yeah.
Let's see the front bumper, the hood. Let's see what we can do for the front bumper.
While you're doing that, I'm going to read you some comments. So John is pretty much saying that he loves retro gaming, and also modern games sucks compared to the retro games, which I have to agree. He's not wrong there. For some reason, even people nowadays love playing retro games because they feel that they get more out of it than the games that are coming out now. Even though some are prettier and whatnot and so forth, but I think you get more from the retro game as from the game itself than whatever modern games are coming out with now.
I will say that they both have their place.
Okay.
Because there are good games that are coming out now. John, you alluded to the fact that you've been playing Oblivion like a madman. And you can say that, yes, Oblivion is an old game, but they redid it. They remastered it, and you didn't have to get a Oblivion now to get a remastered version. D-Man.
Check that out. Like, you see, that's a dedicated boss.
That's a good boss.
That's a guy right there.
That's a chill dude. I would work for that man.
That's awesome. You know what? I'll drink for him, even though I don't even know him.
I would work for that man. But there's a place.
There's a stream, peeps. I mean, D-Man. Sorry, I was just reading the last thing. Sorry.
Yeah. There's a time and place for both. Like I told you.
Yeah.
Grab your average Dreamcast game and try to play it now, and I guarantee you're going to struggle.
It's true.
Because the controls are different. When they remade GoldenEye, they had to remake GoldenEye with an eye towards things now. Because I reviewed it once for the website. I don't know if you remember this.
I think I do.
I reviewed it for the website, and I had a hard time playing that game. It is very difficult to play the game today because nowadays you're used to the twin stick configuration. Yeah. By the way, the first game that used twin sticks throughout the entire game was an Aliens game. I think it was Alien Trilogy on the PS1.
Really? They actually managed to make you use the twin sticks?
That's when it was first fully used. Oh, and the person who reviewed it, I think it was on GameStop. I don't remember the person's name. Tore it to shreds.
Really?
Saying that it was a horrible way to play the game.
And now it's like the best way to play it.
And now it is the standard.
Wow.
Just so you can see, people just because you work in a magazine doesn't mean you know things. I'll get to that in a minute.
True. But go ahead. Pretty much how Cousin Jose is telling us right now. Hey, Uncle Willy, tell us how you really feel about the Switch. I
don't like the Switch. The Switch 2, I don't care. It's a new console. It looks good. I'm not going to lie. It looks good. Everybody and their mother who has played the game, because they have they had these events where you can go and try it out. Everyone and their mother has said that Mario Kart World is every bit the system seller that it seems to be. That the game is great.
I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. If I were to get a Switch 2, Mario Kart World will be the reason why I get it.
I understand.
That game looks like I can spend ungodly amounts of time playing.
Well, are you going to play as Waluigi just by any chance?
No.
Oh, you suck.
I always play as Toad.
Oh, you suck even harder.
But I'm open to trying out other characters, and yes, maybe I will play as Waluigi.
Okay. I'm
just saying, well, what I'm really trying to say is, anyway. But I don't mind people being excited for the console. It's an exciting time. I'm gonna keep calling out my stupidity because it has to be called out. How the hell could I not see 4K docked, knowing that what are you? Screwed. Oh no,
fly.
Rejected. Yeah. That person is like, I have no time for you.
Bastard. Soon.
That's case.
But go
That's
ahead.
case K. That's case K in the FD. Anyway, I
You're saying.
understand that people are excited about it,
Mm-hmm.
but slow your roll, people. This is just it's just a video game console. It's not the first time that you're going to come across one. Won't be the last time.
Which is true. You're not wrong. But I still
But-
think that the excitement comes from the hunt. That's what I feel. It's mostly like
No.
the hunt of the system and the game and whatnot.
I'm going to disagree with you there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Nintendo has a certain aura about it, and like hardcore fans of Nintendo
Mhm.
get irrationally protective of their babies.
With what reason?
Doesn't matter. No, no. There's no good reason. There is no good reason. I don't care what song and dance you want to give me. There is no reason why I should be paying $80 for an 8-year-old game.
No, and it's true. I again, I understand. I understand the frustration about that part.
You can piss right off with that one. Anyone wants to argue with me about that? Fine, argue with me. If you really want to lose that bad, do it.
All right. If you guys want to argue with Willie, please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about this.
All right. You want to argue about them deciding that they want to add $5 to every accessory? I'll argue with that one too. You will lose.
Okay.
But the thing that gets me the most upset
Mm-hmm.
is when Nintendo fanboys put on their blinders, just look forward and say Nintendo is perfect in everything they do, and won't look critically at things, and most importantly, will yell at anybody who says anything that's even the slightest bit negative about anything they do. Okay?
Horrible.
You freaking acolytes need to slow down. Life is not that serious. All right?
Touch grass.
No. Touch grass my ass. Eat it. Put it in your mouth. Chew. Fuck up your teeth. Go to the dentist and spend the money. That's your punishment for being so ridiculous.
See, I kind of like when you talk like this. Makes me feel happy.
Okay. Here's the source of my ire. And I'm not defending the people that are involved in this. I'm not defending anybody. When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah.
But some shit just has to be called out.
You're not wrong. You're not.
Digital Foundry
Yes.
went to the London showing of the hardware and the games. For those who don't know, Digital Foundry is like a subset of Eurogamer. Eurogamer is a very big gaming publication. Digital Foundry focuses on the technical aspects of gaming. They're the ones that go into things and pull out all manner of weird tools to sit there and like really get to the nitty-gritty of what's inside a console. They went to the London showing of the hardware.
Mm-hmm.
They played the game. They generally had very good things to say about the console. They're the ones that said, like, Mario Kart World is the system seller, and it's obvious why.
Yes.
They had nothing they had really generally good things to say about it.
Yeah.
But eventually the topic came to
The forte?
third-party games.
Oh.
Third-party games.
All right.
Okay, for some context. Third-party games was in my opinion, the wild card. We know that Nintendo's developers are wizards. And they're going to make some incredible things happen with, in-house hardware.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mario Kart World and Metroid Prime 4 and Donkey Kong Bonanza more than prove that. But there was bound to a victim. There was bound to be the one that beat me at the beginning. Let me see if I improved.
Hit him.
Is that no? I think it's a Civic. Anyway,
Yeah.
we knew that Nintendo was going to make magic happen with their hardware. The trick was, how would third parties handle it? I think we talked about it when we did our thing about the Switch to Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
To me, it looked like all of the games sort of had this weird Nintendo filter.
Yeah, you're right.
Where the games didn't look exactly right.
Yeah, it had that like it looked kind of not glossy. It looked kind of cartoony.
No, yes.
Yeah.
The games that I personally thought most had that were Hogwarts Legends.
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy, sorry. Hey, get back here. Cyberpunk 2077 and Elden Ring. Not that they look bad, because they didn't look bad, but they didn't look as sharp as the games would have looked on a PS5 or an Xbox Series or a PC. A lot of that has to do with the fact that these games, remember, were developed for the PS5, well, the PS4, PS5, and the Xbox consoles, x86 systems.
Yeah.
Now they're being ported to an NVIDIA SoC. It may be powerful as hell.
All right.
God damn it. But there's going to be some artifacting. There's going to be some things that are lost in translation. No.
Use your turn signal.
No port is. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. No port is going to be 100%. And there are some things that look a little bit off. This is close. There's some things that look a little bit off on the Switch. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, Digital Foundry mentioned something to that effect. I won. To the point where they said, Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't look. Let's look at this replay. Let me bask in this one. Cyberpunk 2077 didn't look like it had DLSS on. It's an NVIDIA SoC. Going back to what I was trying to say before, I messed up. I didn't think there was going to be 4K on it. Of course, there's going to be 4K. It's an NVIDIA SoC. It's going to have DLSS, and it's going to have frame generation.
Yeah.
Well, Digital Foundry said, no, it doesn't look like it has DLSS. CD Projekt Red came back and said, to clarify, yes, we are using DLSS. All right, simple mistake. The Nintendo fanboys jumped on Digital Foundry like if Digital Foundry had told everybody that Santa Claus didn't exist.
My God.
How can you say that? You can't trust these people. They don't know what they're talking about.
Please.
Something similar happened with Yakuza 0. We're talking about Digital Foundry going to an event, not being able to put all their testing tools on it, and trying to see if how the games perform, just using the eye test. They might miss some stuff. Things get clarified. Things get corrected. But for a Nintendo fanboy, if you say one bad thing about any Nintendo product, you better good and hell well have all the receipts. And if you have the receipts, they'll tell you that's your problem. It's fine. It's perfect.
So before we continue, Cousin Jose pretty much let us know that he's gonna go out already. He's just gonna go to sleep, and that he'll be back next Wednesday, same time, same bat channel.
You need to join us, dude. You need to join us. Not only join us, play with us. We have games planned.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's when I beat them. Anyway, listen. I know you love your perfect Nintendo. I know you love that company. They can never do anything wrong. Every time there's a mistake, they do something wrong. That's not something wrong. That's just, to keep you on your toes because Nintendo's perfect. I get it. You freaking sycophants. But slow your goddamn roll. It's not that important.
I just think they just take it too personal. That's my thing.
That reminds me of when The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild came out. And everybody was fawning about how it was the greatest video game ever.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, it's not even top 5 in my book. I'm waiting for you to argue about it. Jim Sterling went and gave it an 8 out of 10. He thought the game was great, but he absolutely hated the weapon degradation system. Which, oh yeah, by the way, it sucks. You can get a huge battle axe, and you can't kill more than 5 people without it breaking. It sucks.
It's absurd.
I'm sorry.
It's nuts.
It's garbage. He gave it an 8 out of 10. They all lost their minds. All the Nintendo fanboys lost their minds. Ask me why.
Why?
Why what?
Why they lose their minds?
I'm glad you asked me that question. Because he gave it an 8 out of 10. And that was going to ruin the game's Metacritic score.
It's still a high score, though.
No. That's not the point. The point is they were mad because it was going to ruin the game's Metacritic score.
That is dumb. That's God. Look, man,
Listen,
I can't understand the whole fanboy things and whatnot, but something is just too extreme for me.
Oh, a Mr. 2. I'm gonna lose. Like, all right, I understand you like something.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, this person's smoking me. I'm racing a Mr. 2 and an 8.6.
Good job.
Whatever. I like the question I have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
What part of their Metacritic score do you benefit from?
Nothing. There's no benefit for them, not for nobody. That it's all about if you like the game. That's I don't know if that makes even perfect sense, man. Because to me personally, I think if you like the game that much, that should be more enough for you to be like, I'm going to enjoy this game. I'm going to enjoy this game. Nobody else. It's just me.
For these people,
the whole Metacritic, then there's something wrong with you.
For these people, it's not about whether or not they enjoy it. Everyone has to enjoy it as much as they do.
Nah.
And they have to. I won.
Oh, nice.
They have to. It's not a matter of what should I. It's a matter of why don't you? You have to think it's the greatest thing on the planet. Because if you don't, then you're the hater.
Us.
The day that a video game impacts my life that much, it better be because I go to a random place and I just happen to come across Christina Hendricks, and me telling her that I was a fan of the TurboGrafx 16 gets me her phone number. That is fantastic. The only time I will accept a video game being that important in my life.
Gotcha.
And that's welcome back, sir. Video games are not that important. If you these are people that they stamp their entire existence, their entire reason for being on a video game. Dude, chill. They're not. It's not that important.
I know, babe. I'm just gonna say this. I kind of admire the way they get. It's a little creepy and scary. That's all I can say.
I don't. I don't care about what any of those people say. Pink Civic. I don't care about what. Oh, it's a wagon. No, it's a Subi. Yeah. Ooh, I'm racing a Subi. I don't care what their favorite game is. They have a favorite game. Congruent Lions. I have a favorite game too. It's not your game. Deal with it. If someone were to ask me right now, what's my favorite video game of all time? First of all, I'd hem and haw, because how am I going to pick one game out of all the games I've ever played?
That's pretty much impossible.
But then I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say, look at the games. Look at the games that I have. The games that I have in the running.
Okay.
The Sims. Not the Sims. I'm sorry. Sim City. Not the Sims. Sim City. Diablo 2. Final Fantasy 4 and or 6. Depending on what day you ask me.
Okay.
Best game of all time. Jesus Christ. Mega Man 2. Super Mario World. Populous on the PC. Populous on the PC. No, I'm thinking about it, because you don't just go into this saying, oh, I got the perfect car, I got the perfect game. No, I mean, there's a lot of games that really impact you over time.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil Code Veronica. I had to pick my favorite out of all those, and I got more.
John is pretty much saying here, if he had to choose between retro, it would be Top Gear 2 and Paperboy 2. If it's a modern game system, it will be Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Yes.
There's one game that I will stand until the day I die.
Okay.
And that's Sleeping Dogs.
Oh, okay. All right.
That game was... Yeah, I can't upgrade for shit. Okay.
Bill? My God.
That clutch and differential makes my car heavier. It doesn't give me power.
No.
Same thing with the brakes. All right. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to race. But, Sleeping Dogs. I don't know that, John, you can tell me if you played that game before. Excellent game.
Yeah.
Just Cause 2. I'm dying for Square Enix to announce that they're going to do a remaster or a remake of the first two Just Cause games. Just Cause 2, I think, is the perfect open world game. I will put it above GTA. Yeah, I said it.
Above GTA?
I would put it above my favorite GTA game, which currently is San Andreas. I'll even put it above Vice City, and I love Vice City.
That's pretty hard. I mean, wow.
But, I mean, there's certain games that you just absolutely love. Everyone talks about Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2. My favorite Need for Speed is Most Wanted.
Yeah.
And then even the first one. The one that was made by these people. The Burnout people. I forgot their name now. Jesus. The Burnout series. I absolutely love the Burnout series. Burnout Paradise is...
To the day I die, I've always been an underground guy. Underground 1
Burnout Paradise is perfection. But I love Burnout 4 Revenge.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm racing a Cell 80. Let's see how I do.
Paw prints. Oh, no, it's not paw prints. It's like a dice.
Well, paw prints aren't going to be all over their face. Well, actually, Sylvia's are fast.
Yeah, there he goes.
And he's gone. But whatever. I'm going to be, you know what? Because I don't give up. You like what you like, man. You like what you
There you
like,
go.
and if someone
Yeah.
doesn't like what you, if someone doesn't like what you like, whatever. You don't have to. You know how much
Yeah, I
time I
mean,
spent
I agree.
as a young adult playing the
Mhm.
original Dragon Warrior on the NES.
Oh, you must have freaking not even hours. It should be like days and weeks on that.
That game properly introduced me to the Japanese RPG. Was considered
Mm.
a Japanese RPG. I love that game with all my heart. I am going to buy the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remaster,
Yeah.
even though I have to either buy a PS5 or get the Switch version. Because that game is so ingrained in my head, I have to have it. You like what you like. Right now, off the top of your head, give me
Okay.
your top, give me top 5. Just give me 5 games that you absolutely love.
Okay, so Need for Speed 1 and 2 for sure. Underground
Oh.
1 and 2. Sorry.
I'll give away. I'll give you one entry for that one. So both of them fill one entry. You got 4 more.
Okay, that fills one. Okay, fine. The God of War series, not the new one, but the old one.
1 and 2.
What else? Yes. Of course.
You don't count
Black.
3 there?
Nah, you know what? Put in 3. I like 3.
Okay.
So 1, 2,
Black
and 3.
is awesome. Black is awesome.
Freaking awesome.
Underrated FPS.
Yes. I'm trying to think of what are the games that I was like really into that to a point where I was like, that's what I want to do all day. Well, there's also the fighting game. So for sure, I was really weird enough. I was into the Dragon Ball Z fighting games back in the day.
Which one?
I think it was GT Bout, I think it was called.
Final Bout.
Remember.
Dragon Ball GT
There we
Final
go.
Bout. You're my
Yes.
friend. I love you.
And
I respect your choices.
yeah,
But that is trash.
I know, but at least in that time for me, I thought it was amazing. Oh, and Spawn. I'm not gonna forget Spawn.
The PS1 Spawn?
No, PS2.
PS2 Spawn.
Yeah,
Never
they had a
played that
PS2 version, which I was like, man, like to me at that time, I thought it was like really badass graphics, and I thought it was pretty cool. Like I felt like you're in the comics and everything. Like the whole thing with the cape was freaking in control. That when he lands, it'll go back in, so you had your guns, your chains, kind of like to work together. But not PS1 Spawn. I remember that one actually wasn't PS1 Spawn like more in depth with the comic.
No.
Which
was
one
more
am I
in depth.
thinking about? There was
It
one
was
I
more in
remember-
depth for the toilet.
Oh well, yeah, I can
I
imagine.
mean, Spawn is one of those franchises where you wish it could have been more.
Yeah,
Like I think the apex of the franchise was the HBO animated series.
well, that one was amazing. Still is.
Yeah.
To this day, I think it holds down.
I think it's great. I
Mhm.
still think it's great. A PS1 game that people don't think about because
Hmm.
this is a near launch title.
Yeah,
It was Loaded.
loaded.
It was a top down isometric ish shooter. It was running through halls. Like, okay, think Smash TV with a plot.
Okay,
That was Loaded.
okay.
It wasn't
All right.
great, but it was a really fun game for me.
Oh, I remember now. I'm adding one more because it hit my head right now.
Shoot.
Def Jam, Fight for New York, and
Fight
V
for New York.
Vendetta. Yes.
Vendetta and Fight for New York
was
were
awesome.
not V for Vendetta, just Vendetta.
Oh,
I
thought
have
V for
Vendetta.
I don't care.
I have Vendetta. I don't have Fight for New York because I don't have that kind of money.
I want to buy it. I don't care anymore. I think I'm just gonna go off of it and get it because I want that game so bad.
Dude, to get me to pay $100+ for a game,
Mhm.
that game better guarantee that I'll grow hair on my head.
Actually, you know what? I might end up talking to Joey and see if he has it.
If he has it, you know what? Joey's good people. I buy from
Yeah.
him.
So would I. That's
Well,
why.
I'll let you get it first because I know how much the game means to you.
Oh my god, it means the world, and especially at my. I'm not even mad at my nephew, but I'm kind of am. I gave to him kind of like, this is my favorite game. Please, kind of like to see if he grows up and handles responsibility. Yeah, that didn't last long. That thing was all scratched up, beat up. I think it was chipped, and I was just looking at it. And inside, bro, I was just dying because I was like, that game was amazing to me, and you treated it like hot trash in the sun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? Whatever.
That happened to me one time. This wasn't GameStop. It was Electronics Boutique.
Yeah,
I'm racing you. Come on.
get them.
They had a copy of Final Fantasy 2,
Okay.
which is the US version of Final Fantasy 4 for the SNES. And I wanted it. I really wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was cracked up top and the battery didn't save.
Oh no.
I'm like, I can't. A game like Final Fantasy 2 US,
Mhm.
you can't beat that game in one sitting.
No.
But I kept looking at it, because I love that game.
No, I can imagine, man.
What Dragon Warrior did, as shit.
Oh.
As far as introducing me to JRPGs,
He's still
Final Fantasy 2 US did, and
Mhm.
showing me how good they could be. Like that was the first. Everyone talks about Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 2 was the first time I'm like, damn, JRPGs can be awesome. We already hit an hour?
Yeah, we're at the hour.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
That's
fine.
that-
I mean, we had a great stream today. Watching you
flew
play
by.
that game, and you had amazing wins. Which hopefully, if you have some save points, save it, man. Maybe we'll do this game
no.
again.
Just saying, this will be saved. I still
Yeah.
have the VMU, but
Perfect.
no, time flew. Who
Yeah,
knew?
man. And I just want to say, man, I just hope anybody that's going to get the Switch too, they have the best of luck of getting it. And let us know how it was for you to try to get the Switch. I'm personally going to try to do everything in my power, in my knowledge, to get the Switch too. And when we get it, of course, I will make an announcement because, I will. Wait a minute. John says, that was fast. Finally, Willy wins.
Willy, every
Willy
once in a
won.
while, Willy's allowed. Willy is allowed.
Yeah, of course.
Like for those of you who want to get a Switch 2,
Mm-hmm.
I wish you nothing but success. I want you to enjoy it. More importantly, you do that, and just keep your wits about yourself. Don't go nuts just because. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, man, don't do that. The only thing I can say is, I really hope nothing for the best for people that are going to get it. I really hope to get it as well, so I can share it with you guys and see and show you specs, how it feels. I'm gonna do all that for you guys. That's a given. But I really want to know, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about the whole, system going? The system going for the whole pre-sales. Are you going to go crazy for those prices? The $5 increase from the tariffs. If not even the tariffs price, Nintendo those prices just because even though we're speaking about the whole tariffs thing, there is that 60-day pause. So I don't know. But again, I'm no politician. I'm nobody to talk about this. I'm just saying from what I'm thinking, hearing, I'll go with it. Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about it. And guys, thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. And please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so we come with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, a little something in between. And of course, as you know, Wednesdays are our live stream, Wayback Wednesday streams. And Willy, any last words?
I'm really getting the itch to start streaming PS3 games.
Ooh,
because I got a lot of them. Maybe I don't know. Should we do a separate stream for that, or should we just incorporate it into Wayback Wednesday? Because PS3 is almost retro.
Almost, give or take. I mean, there are games that are not being played right now.
Like the PS3 came out in what, 2004?
Rather, yeah.
2004, 2005. I mean, that's 20 years.
All right,
So,
retro it is.
You tell me. Y'all tell me. If y'all think that it's retro enough, we'll do it.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure that John's gonna reply for us later tonight or maybe now.
I look forward to
Oh,
his
wait,
response.
2006. 2006 is when it came out.
Okay, 19 years. Oops.
But still, again, guys, thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Bye.